Previously on Rise of the Conduit.
It worked, it seems. I figured it would. You have color back in your cheeks, and you're not croaking anymore.
Don't you wish you could go back to the way things were not so long ago, when we were just father and son for some time? Our lives seem to have increasingly gotten in the way. Don't you think?
Do you think it got it was easier before?
Sometimes.
Jira's on the way to your house.
I'm sorry, what? What's in the envelope?
Half of an address that has the location of a certain ruffian from a rigged chess match that you had recently.
Jira's on the way to your house.
Is that
That was
literal
not me.
sense, or Jira is coming to my house? Now, how and why would she be doing that?
Because I gave her your location.
He blinks. Good evening, gentlemen. I believe you were just leaving. If he'll be safe.
He will.
Then you have my blessing, if you need such a thing.
You're welcome to join us.
I'll
I
consider
think he would
it.
like that.
Hopefully I can finish my work before then and leave the city with some measure of hope for the future. You're so very clever. Is this how you intend to use me? To play politics in Duskfall before vanishing into the night?
I don't intend on using you any more than I need to. I just want to make sure that when it's time to leave, we are on board together.
All right. I'll make a deal with you. Made me think of Warden. Wish he was here. I've got a deal for you, Van.
Well, it's not going to work like his deal. What is it?
I'll quit if you quit. We'll throw these guns in the ocean. And you put those adepts that you've got working in your pharmacy, stop them from making drugs, and have them start inventing things. Come on.
Fine. Deal.
But Mari, in her knowledge and her wisdom, what is creation of flesh and a vessel to someone as powerful and ancient as her? And she traces over the skin and the contours of the body of a beautiful, vicious killer, blood-cursed in life and freed in death. Falka, there, herself.
On the run once again, can't afford to just stand still. Spirits or the law or your past, they'll catch you. Yes, they will. Down here in the underbelly of polite society, you do what you can to survive. Your crimes will set you free. Two brothers with a thirst for revenge. They now roll their dice. Amongst their ranks, a killer and a whisper and a spy. And two lovers reunited, far from their once noble homes. They're all running up that ladder. That's how the story goes. All through the night they scrap and fight, blood boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Flirt with shadows, until pound. Oh, what they want is what they get once they got. On the run once again, can't afford to just stand still. Spirits or the law or your past, they'll catch you. Yes, they will. Down here in the underbelly of polite society, you do what you can to survive. Your crimes will set you free. Two brothers with a thirst for revenge. They now roll their dice. Amongst their ranks, a killer and a whisper and a spy. And two lovers reunited, far from their once noble homes. They're all running up that ladder. That's how the story goes. All through the night they scrap and fight, blood boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Flirt with shadows until pound. Oh, what they want is what they get once they got their sights set. They never, never quit. It's the rise of the conduit. It's the rise of the conduit. It's the rise of the conduit.
Hey everyone. I am so nervous tonight. I can't really say why. I think it's because things are finally ending on this wonderful show that we've been playing for over a year now. And I can't handle it. But this is... Hello, co-DM. This is going to be great. I'm really, really excited. There's been a number of new shows that I'm sure you all have taken notice. If you haven't gotten a chance to see the Hunter one-shot from last week, you should definitely go back and watch that, as it's becoming increasingly relevant for the next few episodes of Ancestral Blood, which is another episode Friday. And then also, we love a little algorithm help. If you could go watch Craiggumz pilot episode of The Weird, which was last Wednesday, and episode 2 is coming up tomorrow. That is a lot of fun, and if you like Charmed, Fringe, X-Files, stuff like that, you will like that show too. And as we are coming to a conclusion of this one, if you want to catch up, you can go to our YouTube, youtube.com/MagiRPG, and watch all of the previous episodes. And we've got a full house because the gang is all here. And I don't need to recap because you all have seen what happened with Falka's maniacal laugh at the end. Falka's back.
I gotta screen cap that. I need that for a little like recording. Put it on the soundboard.
So with that, you all, You have just gotten out of a very scary job. What do you all want to do? I'm handing the floor over to you. You Thrill, you made a very big deal last time that you haven't told anyone about. What's the play? What's happening?
Going home to the hideout. To live with my decisions.
Yeah, because me and Knight were just chilling outside, right? We didn't really, we didn't get informed on what was going on,
I
right?
had to go get the Masons.
Mm.
Yes, want to get the Masons, which are going to be on loan to the tower until Jira's assassination attempt is dealt with. Speaking of, I need to do some rolls.
Starting
Can
off
I-
strong.
Can I do a command?
You can. Just give me a
Order them
second.
not to die?
Just
Oh wait, I should probably.
give me a sec, okay? Okay.
I don't like these. Oh gosh. Oh, boys.
Okay. Yeah, let's do a command roll for the boys and girls.
Hold on. One moment. There's a lot of tabs.
Why's that clock at 9 out of 10?
Because I've fortune rolled during 2 different downtimes, and that's where it is. That's how it works.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
Yeah, Eli didn't like that either.
Hell
I
no.
agree, Eli.
Go ahead, Mr. Knight.
Yes, just waiting on the old. Wait, where's the roll? Oh, it's here. You know what?
Don't you? I was gonna say, don't you have a skill? Excuse me, a
I
skill
leadership.
that adds.
Yeah. It doesn't add anything, but it just makes them buff as hell.
Oh, okay.
Leadership.
What does leadership do? Can you read that out for me?
I believe it is a. I gotta go to the book because it's not a. It's not in my book. It's in someone else's. So. Leadership.
We'll check. It should be in your. If you have the, not talent for it, but
It's
you have the
it's one of
ability.
my veteran choices.
Should be in there. Oh, you didn't actually. Okay, so you.
I
Well,
stole it.
we're not using one more multiverse for much, but there is a way that you can custom add it in if it's a veteran ability.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That is how. Fun fact: if you want to look at Falka's playbook, almost all of that is custom currently. Because there is no vampire playbook in One More Multiverse.
When you command a cohort in
Thank you.
combat, they continue to fight when they would otherwise break. They're not taking out when they suffer level 3 harm. They also gain +1 effect and +1 armor.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. So the Masons have been deployed. What else are y'all doing?
Chilling at the hideout.
Chilling. Feet kicked up.
Look, I'm back. I'm
Um,
back. I'm checking the place
I'm-
out.
Yeah. I'm doing whatever the boss wants me to do, if anything.
Well, I believe the boss is currently planning exit strategy.
Yeah, but does Ash know that?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
question.
I don't know if anyone knows that, really.
All right, where's the boss?
On his way home.
You can fast forward. Boss can be home. You guys come back pretty morose from a series of different meetings, all arriving in close proximity to one another.
Actually, I'm probably with Warden.
Yeah, you were on standby for the job.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And you can tell he's not happy.
Hmm.
He's kind of he's very stern and he's got his thinking face on. And he's not as kind of lackadaisical as he's been lately.
I think Ash is normally the kind of person who doesn't comment on these things, but today they kind of look over at you. What's up, boss?
This city. It just takes. It just takes. And it takes. It really doesn't give anything back.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't take as much as some other places do. Duskfall is paradise compared to certain areas of the world. But
You're not wrong.
you're not
there.
wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong either.
You look like you got a lot on your mind, more than
I
Giving
may
and
have
taking
just sent
away.
a dozen of people to their death.
that's what we sign up for every day, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm trying to think why I did it.
Why did you do it?
I don't know. Because it felt like the right thing to do. Knight told Jira where Thrill's dad lived. Gave her the address. And when he asked how she found out, I took the blame. But I gave him the Masons out of a courtesy.
Well, it was your call to make. You're the boss. We're at the top of the ladder, Warden. I guess you just have to decide if you want to stay there or not.
Well, I could have gave Knight up.
You coulda. It would have been. He's my friend, but he's out of line.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to keep everyone in line. I tried to just wrap things up day in and day out. And it's like, you don't want my help anymore. Not you specifically, but just hypothetically, hyperbole. The proverbial you. I try to stop bad things from happening. I try to do what's right by you all. And it's constantly just thrown back in my face. And I feel like I've just gotten soft.
Well, is that not what you want?
No, it's like I don't want my heel on the back of people's necks. That's not how you lead. It's how some people lead, and we see where it gets them.
Yeah.
But no, that's not what I want. I just want people to understand why. why I make the decisions I do. Why, like, Knight should have told me. Falka should have told me. Thrill should have told me. It's like, it feels like, look, I've never had kids that I know about. It's like everyone wants to leave the nest, and I'm just holding them back. I think it's time I let them fly.
I think you're right. Ash just kind of nods a little bit and says, sometimes teams that work at some point or another splinter. We're not cohesive anymore. We haven't been for a while. And it's either let them go and build anew, or get them in line. As the two main options, I guess. There's always a third option. Just say fuck it. But I guess that depends on what you want out of it. Me? Probably gonna live and die in the city. And that's fine by me.
You're skillful.
Hmm.
You'll see.
Yeah. That's one word for it.
But look, I know I'm shitting on them, but I'm not infallible. I should have never made that deal with Mari. But I was seeing red, and I didn't have faith. But, at the end, like you said, at the end, we have options. I've appreciated your time, Ash. You're good at what you do.
Thanks, boss. It's been
think I
nice
want
to work for people who aren't necessarily monsters.
I appreciate that. I think I'm gonna sit alone for a while and just look over what we have.
As you like. Though, you know you're never really alone. And they look up at the rooftops and there's spies up there. Our spies.
We have
Your
spies?
lookouts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We got him last time. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you have lookouts now.
You want me to tell them to fuck off? Or do you want them to keep an eye?
Keep a lookout. Keep on keeping on.
As you wish. And Ash will do that spooky ghost shit and just fade into the breeze.
Warden just wants some time alone thinking about this and other things for a while.
Yeah.
I'll add the stress point for using Ghost Veil for flavor.
Okay. Momo, do you think you would want to tell your fiance about your conversation with Levi?
I don't have a fiance.
No? Who do you have?
A man that sometimes I like.
Oh, okay. So it's complicated between Thrill and Night.
Yeah.
Not the Facebook status.
Oh no!
Oh,
Well, I
no.
guess it could be less complicated with the talk, couldn't it?
It could be, if that's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like it to be.
What do you say
I'll-
tonight?
Well, is he here, or should I go find him?
My grandmama's Mari's still in the house.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to find
go
him at
find
his
him.
grandma's.
I'll go there.
It's not hard. He's there.
I'll give a knock on the door, as I always do.
Opens the door.
Hi.
What do you want?
I was wondering if you were free to talk.
Winnie, I'm heading out.
All right, boy. Don't be too late. You know it ain't safe out there, even for you.
I had a spot in mind, actually.
All right, let's get there.
And I will take I'll take Anthony to a bar about a few blocks down from the university.
College bar.
One that will be very familiar as I walk up on it to him. And I'll grab a table. He didn't say anything, just they go in and they get a table towards the back. And he sits. Do you remember this place?
It was, what, 2-3 years ago? You was sitting over there at the bar, doing homework at a bar.
Yeah. And then I got up, bumped into you, spilled alcohol all over your uniform. Yeah, I recall.
That was a nice night.
It was. It's much better than doing homework.
I wouldn't know. It's been a while. You got something on your mind?
I have a lot on my mind. Is this how you see the rest of your life?
What?
Staying
Staying-
here?
What, at my grandma's? Probably not. Probably eventually get my own place.
And remaining doing what we're doing.
I mean, I didn't expect myself to live past the military, let alone, robbing people. Live past that. Had damn anvils dropped on us. Live past that. I've been
Yeah.
kind of just playing it by ear at this point.
Right. Well, you've lived past all of that. I'm asking if that's what you want. Seriously.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else you'd rather do.
I like what I'm doing over in Char Hollow. Helping them people out. It's nice.
You're good at that.
You wondering if I'm gonna stay in crime?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I found you again.
But
was
what
able
if
to make-
it's...
You was able to make that hospital with all that crime money.
Yeah. But now
Yeah.
it's done.
I don't really know how to live life without a pistol in my hand.
You could still live life with a pistol in your hand. I'm just saying, what if we didn't do that anymore?
Just leave all our sins behind us,
I don't
like
think
they
there's
never
any...
happened.
No, I don't think there's any leaving it behind. At least not mentally. Can't really undo the things we've done.
That's true.
But we can do new things. Hopefully better things.
So you want to skip town?
Not necessarily. You know, Warden had brought up... well... That's not relevant right now.
Oh, no. Anytime something important happens, Warden brought something up. Go on, speak your truth.
I don't know how serious he is about it. I intend to find out, though.
It's
And I
on your
will
mind.
I will tell you when I have a more concrete thought about it, I promise. I think... he'd mentioned... going off. He asked me if I wanted to engineer ships.
That's a big move. Going from healing people to healing ships.
Right. But that would mean that we would leave, and I don't know how serious he was about it. But if that were the case, I think I would want to take that.
I mean, I spent my time away from Duskfall. Missed it a lot. The reason I left was because I thought the person I cared about the most was gone. Now, I got that person, and they asked me to leave the best place I ever call home.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I am being hunted right now by your dad. That makes sense to leave, since we couldn't put a period at the end of that sentence. Why'd you save him?
Making up for past mistakes.
You keep saying that.
Because I feel like I've done a lot of bad, and I'd like to start doing some good.
So you saved the man that used to hold you down in water?
It
that you
doesn't
couldn't
matter.
see?
It doesn't matter what he's done. I don't want to take life anymore. I didn't do it for him, I did it for me.
All right.
I guess...
make-
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just gotta make sure Winnie's alright. I mean, she probably tired of having me in the house all the time. Make sure Falka's mama's okay. Make sure Charles taken care of. Whatever Masons are left after taking care, protecting your dad, if there's any left.
I don't mean immediately. And you don't need to give me an answer immediately, but I'm very serious about this. You either stay here, or I want you to come with me, and I want that to be forever. Like we were going to before. And he will reach into his pocket. And there is a very nice velvet box. Don't open it yet. Think about your answer.
He spins the box on the table. It's amazing how many times I gotta say yes to you before it gets through your thick skull, but I'll hold on to it.
He's trying so hard not to smile. Because he was hoping, but he's like... I'd rather do it properly at another time, but I had it now and I was feeling a little
Impulsive?
No, I've thought about this decision for a while, actually. You, I mean. That wasn't impulsive. But, the method in which I did it was. So don't open it yet. It's more just proof of my intent.
All right.
Let me talk with Warden about this. What his timeline is. Because at the end of the day, we still have a deal.
That man loves his deals.
He does, but even if we didn't have one, I think I owe him to keep to at least that word.
Makes sense. Are we gonna stay long enough for your big hospital opening?
I'd like to, but I guess we'll see. It'll do good either way, right?
Hopefully.
Hmm.
If we had that back in the plague hit, you know, maybe we would have saved more lives, but it is what it is. That's not your fault, though. You did what you could.
I need to roll something.
What do you need to roll, Trill?
I need just a fortune roll. I just need... Actually, you know what? I'll just D6 it myself.
Okay.
Fuck!
I'm the BBEG, motherfuckers.
Actually, I don't have a D6. I'll do it with the cheese D20.
Oh no. Oh
the
no.
cheese dice.
The cheese dice.
That's when you know it's serious.
Okay. That's not true.
You know I'm slow to the understanding of things. What you talking about?
You said it's not my fault. But it is. It is my fault.
You know, you're a politician and you can get a hospital, but it takes time and all
No,
that.
Anthony.
You told me that.
No. I mean it very literally. It is my fault. And he looks around. It is my fault that the plague entered the city.
What, you opened the door for it?
Yeah, actually. I did. You could call it a door. Or you could call it the water source for the city.
the table we're sitting at, night completely flips over.
Maybe I've made a mistake. He will sit, but he looks scared.
No guns. He steps towards you.
He will look up at you and not move.
Get the fuck out of my city. He chucks the ring at your chest.
Yep.
And walks out.
We're gonna switch scenes. Warden, would you like to talk to Falka and Ash, having had some time to clear your head walking around the city? Oh my god, that was perfectly timed. Wow.
Eli's a mood.
That was perfect. That was
Somebody clip
perfect.
that.
That was
Was that
perfect.
again?
That was perfect.
We need a clip of that.
Oh my god.
Somebody please clip that. That was so good. Are we good?
Oh yeah, we're good. No, I think Warden wants to talk to somebody else.
Who does Warden want to talk to?
His demon friend.
I knew it. God damn.
Oh boy. One moment. It is not hard to find Mari. You find her lounging about in the hideout. Just looks like she's contemplating something.
You're starting to look like me.
Really? And how could I look like you? I don't see the resemblance.
What are you thinking about?
You've gotten so sentimental.
Are you not going to answer my question?
I was just thinking about what you actually want. Victor Logan, Warden. Who are you really?
I'm sure there's a few more in there.
More than I could ever know, I'm sure. What do you really want in this city? Do you want anything in this city anymore? And I was kind of thinking what you're going to do about me when you finally get what you want. It's all the fun gone. The romance, the intrigue of it all. Have I really had my last drug-fueled tryst? It seems like those days are finally behind me.
What do I want in this city? I wanted a lot from this city. Gained a lot from this city, not gonna lie.
Tuskfall's treated you well.
Just so dreary. I don't know what that means, Frank.
I'm just checking if everyone is okay.
Oh, good. I wanted revenge. And I got that revenge in more ways than one. See, there's a problem when you let yourself, when I came here with zeal, all that time ago, I wanted nothing more than to see this city in ashes. Zeal had his way. He wanted nothing more than to go out in a blaze of glory, kick in Strangford's door, put a bullet in his head, and deal with the consequences after the fact.
It's not
That's
really
what
your
he
way,
wanted.
is it?
No, never has been. In my eyes, I didn't just want Strangford. I wanted everyone to get a bullet in the head. And then the plague hit. There were so many bullets. And I was afraid that Strangford was going to get away with it. I thought he was going to cloister up and survive, and nothing would have changed. And my sister would have died for nothing. That is what I was afraid of. And look, I'd be lying to say that. I'd be lying if I didn't enjoy our time together. Those nights at the Vale, the dinners, the drug-filled trysts that we used to do. And when you gave me the opportunity to ensure that Strangford would have been a decomposing mess in the gutter, that was all I wanted. All I wanted. But I realized allying yourself with people who can do things better than you can is sometimes juicier than doing it yourself. So when I heard that Strangford was dead and half the city was on fire, I realized who I had become. And I didn't like what I saw. Yeah, I have the ability to make any deal flawless, unbreakable, unless you have some sort of artifact like you have. But never in my life was I so lost after seeing what happened. And I don't lose an ounce of sleep for the plague and the city and the death, and especially not for Strangford.
Nor should you for Strangford, despicable human.
But seeing what I caused, seeing my hand on Thrill's throat, seeing Falka dying, well, not seeing, but hearing Falka dying at your hand, Velvet killing one of the most powerful people in the city and running away, Knight not giving a shit about anything and throwing us to the wolves. Time and time again, I've realized This city's been ash long before I got here. And I just want to go home. That is what I want. So if that means eating crow and stepping through a portal with you and doing whatever the fuck I have to do, so be it. You can have Duskfall. I don't care. I'm not gonna stop you, nor can I. I'm tired. I'm old. I'm so tired of being a goddamn babysitter. You can have your freedom. Fuck. If you want to eat me, just break the tablet and fucking eat me. I don't care anymore. That's what I want. I have all this money and nothing to spend it on. And honestly, this city doesn't deserve a cent that I have.
She tilts her head and looks at you. And she will gently grab each of your hands and take your gloves off one by one. Hold them in her hand. And says, "Come with me." And
Lead
she
on.
leads you to your dock, pulls you to the edge of the dock, the clock at the end of the dock overhead, and she dangles her feet off the side of the pier. And she says, pats the ground, "Sit down with me."
He will sit.
When was the last time you just... And she'll demonstrate, drops her feet into the water, dipped your toes in.
I can't remember.
She looks up. I wasn't there for the shattering, but can you imagine a time when the ocean didn't reflect the stars, when the sun was bright and golden overhead? Must have been something, right?
To feel its warmth. As it's said in the history books. Must have been beautiful.
Well, my friend, I think you've taken all the sport out of wanting to hurt you. So, why don't you dip your toes in, wash the blood off your hands. Demons above and aside, we know that there's plenty of that. And, let's just not be bound to one another anymore. I will help you get what you wish, in my way. And, I suppose the only thing I regret is that it means that this is probably goodbye. With the conduit, without the conduit, with me, without me. You got your revenge. You did what you wanted here. You want to go home. go home. If I want to take the city, I'll find another way to get it. There's always someone else who's willing to strike a deal or two for power. And if that's not you anymore, that's fine. I got what I needed. I have the power to make myself some immortal thralls, teleport where I want, bring them back, wheel and deal and break them, be who I want. Did I ever tell you I seduced Strangford once? So
No,
many.
You left that little fact out.
So many wonderful players in this city. It's just a maze of power and intrigue. And I don't begrudge you that you don't want to play this game anymore. And I respect the fact that rather than knock the board over like some might, you've decided to get up and walk away. And I won't stop you.
I think that separates a good player versus a poor one is accepting when you've lost. And I concede to you, Mari.
We were never in competition. It was an alliance of convenience. I'll be here long after you're gone. Well, maybe not anymore. After all, I don't really think you can die anymore. But anyway, I'll be here for a long time, and there's always another soul to play with. So I'd say it's time for you to get your affairs in order. I do have a question, though.
What is it?
Now that you've metaphorically and literally washed the blood off of your hands, what do you want me to do with Thrill's father, Jira, any of them? Do you know? Do you care?
If I had my choice, give Duskfall back to the people. Let Charhollow run this city.
She thinks. I'll consider
Start
it.
anew.
So many things are changing. Maybe the people don't actually need saving. Maybe they'll save themselves for once.
I think that's all we hope for, is being able to save ourselves at the end of the day.
Well, I'm guessing Knight will probably want to move in again, so I'll give up the room, and if you need me, I'll be there. I have my ways, feminine wiles and all that.
I know. And look, if I do make it out of this city, and if you ever happen to come to the Dagger Isles, I would love to have dinner.
Well, the Unseen are planning on expanding. Maybe that's something I could look into. She'll get up and say, "Take your time, Warden. I know you're feeling not like yourself right now, but while this crew, you're still their leader, they need you to be strong for a little bit longer. But strength doesn't mean heartlessness. Even I have a heart, as empty as my chest may look sometimes." And she walks out.
And Warden sits on that pier, just staring at the ocean. And cries. For the first time, he can just let the facade break. That he truly feared death and not being able to avenge his sister.
If it is all right with all of you, this has been a very heavy start to the episode. I'm going to send us to a break and let all of us compose ourselves. This has been a lot. On the bright side, as promised, I have a new show announcement that is going to come during this break. So we're going to be back in 15 minutes. If you have enjoyed the first half of this show, holy shit, there's going to be a lot more coming. So we'll be right back, everyone, and I hope you enjoy this little treat.
Go lay in the grass.
Yeah, go touch grass, everybody. Get a little snack, get a little drink.
Welcome
Okay,
back,
walk in.
everyone. We're just, the mood is switched. Thankfully, we're goofing off in our cast chat right now because you'll find out about what we're goofing off about very shortly. I promise. It's great. Now that we've had a chance to, all right. Who wants to go first? Who has a thing?
I think it
I need a
depends on
moment.
who's coming back to the hideout.
Well,
I'm already there.
Ash
Same.
is there, Falka's there, Warden is there, Knight maybe, Thrill maybe.
Knight will come back.
Okay,
I'm not there.
Eli's
Listen,
there.
Eli, I'm
Eli's there.
I'm trying.
The whole gang's
there. The whole gang's there.
Just walks in the door.
Do you look pissed off when you walk in the door, Knight?
Nope. Just stow it.
Welcome back.
Mari is not there, notably.
Masons are all prepped. Sent him out.
Good.
What are you all up to?
Just thinking. Mari's gone. Like gone.
Oh. Is this something you said?
Something like that, yeah.
Wait, gone, like gone? I mean,
As far
I'm
as I
sure she's
know.
gonna come back. That's her thing.
right? She just is like always
We had a-
there.
We had a chat.
Oh,
And she said I wasn't fun anymore.
She dumped you.
I guess you can look at it that way.
You just hear Ash on the other end of the bar just snorting.
Yes,
Well.
that's very funny.
That's her loss.
not something I was expecting to hear. Does mean we can kill her.
Falka, even in your new form, I don't think we have the strength.
I'm
Look,
gonna.
you're-
I mean,
You're welcome to try.
I could probably do it. If you wanted to.
I say we gather an army then.
We just loaned out our army. Sorry.
Correct.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to say something I don't usually say, so it might take you all as you might take it as a surprise. What if we just let her go?
All
Was
right.
she angry when she said that you were no fun anymore and left? Or was it like you're no fun anymore, okay, bye?
I think the word she used was, "You're no fun anymore." Something about torturing you. I guess she didn't want to play with her food anymore, and I wasn't looking very appetizing.
That sounds about right for somebody like that. Creature like that.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
But Falka, I know you wanted your revenge, so I will not take that away from you. You are free to go and wage war against a demon if you so choose.
Ash looks over at Falka.
Might be something to consider. But I'm patient. For now.
You have all the time in the world, theoretically.
Indeed. Yes.
Where's Thrill?
Last time I saw him, he was at a bar somewhere.
Please don't tell me I'm gonna have to break him out of jail.
No. I think he's contemplating.
Last time I saw him, we were leaving his father's house. Why did you give Jira his father's address?
To kill him.
Why?
Warden. That man has threatened my life. Has threatened Thrill's life. His brother, just dying, almost got us all killed. On the whims of that man. And then Thrill ups and tries to kill him himself. And then we go right back into the lion's den. My
But
job
did-
is to protect you two. The best way to protect you from someone who keeps trying to kill you is to get rid of the problem.
And after before Thrill poisoned him, you were there. We squashed it. We got our supplier back. He wanted your life, which I told him no. And I said I'd get Thrill off the council. And it was fine. Thrill goes and poisons him. And Thrill goes and does something stupid. And then you go and do something stupid. How is that protecting us?
When you are a bodyguard, you learn certain things about the individuals that you have to protect for so long. One of those things is that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Thrill is a revenge-filled lunatic. And if you think that man is going to let you off the hook after almost being murdered by his own son, you haven't been paying attention to his family, have you? And then there's you.
There's me.
If you see a moment in which you could benefit from a situation, no matter the cost, you'll find a way to weave your little web and enjoy the benefits of it until it explodes in someone else's face. I just hope that isn't your face one of these days. And in doing that, I get rid of the problems.
What do you want, Knight? What do you want? Tell me. You don't want to be a bodyguard for me.
I think for the first time in my life, I just want peace. Shockingly enough, I do want to see you grow old, Warden. As well as everyone else in this room. I don't think that's possible with Falka anymore. But if we play this game like the way that we do, that's not going to happen. And if my plan failed, Jira's dead. Whoop-de-doo.
And what do you need to feel peace, Knight?
Drink in my hand. Laughter around me. And money to burn.
So you just want to keep doing this?
Until our deal is up.
And what are your aspirations? What do you like? I understand you want peace. Everybody, deep down inside, everybody wants a cold drink in their hand, a gun in their other hand, and money to burn. That's not original. What I want to know what 50-year-old Knight wants to do when he wakes up on his 50th birthday. What do you want to be doing?
The difference between you and me, Warden, is I can be 50-year-old still doing that, and it'll put a smile on my face. I'm a simple man. I've told you that from day one. Nothing's changed.
What would you rather have? More money that you know what to do with? Or safety for you and Vanaday?
Tell you what, Warden. I'm assuming this conversation has something to do with maybe what you were talking about earlier about possibly not being around anymore.
Possibly.
You make sure. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I stick to our deal and I keep you safe until you head out of here.
So you won't be joining us.
And leave Char Hollow behind after I've fucked it up. After I've sent all my mates to their deaths, possibly? No.
Can't convince you otherwise?
I've seen the world. And the only time I had a smile on my face was when I was sitting here in Duskfall.
Okay then. Come with me.
Follows orders.
And I will take Knight into my room and walk over to the desk. And I will start writing.
What are you
Slides
writing?
It is a writ of ownership for everything the Conduit owns, and leader of the Char Hollow Coalition. And Warden will sign it and pass it over tonight.
Fuck's this.
You want Char Hollow? All it takes is your signature. Don't even need a bullet. You can lead the Masons. You can lead the Ravagers. You can lead the Harbingers or Eternals, whatever they're called. If you really want Char Hollow, there it is. The hideout, the venue, the bar. It's all listed. But this isn't a gift. This is assurance that you're going to do good by it. Don't sign if you're not serious. You can think on it. Doesn't have to be signed right now. But it's written. I've already signed.
You're just giving me more of your work to do.
Look, either you take it or someone else is going to take it.
Well, I never said I wasn't going to take it. I was just taking one last stab at you. They'll just eat themselves alive if somebody's not keeping them
come
looking
with.
behind them. As much as I'd love to take bullets for you in some other exotic environment, I just love this city.
I feel sorry for you, Knight. You said you've traveled There's so much more out there.
And for some reason, it always comes here to visit.
More of a reason for you to leave. So it's not your shit to take care of.
Sometimes I enjoy taking care of shit. He winks at you.
Well, I'll leave it here for when you're ready. You don't even need to knock, just walk in and sign it.
You got it, boss.
It's yours. Do good with it.
He rolls it up and he puts it in his pocket. I've still got a job to do while you're here, though, so...
Falka. Ash.
Yeah, boss.
The choice is yours. I could use a couple of first mates on my trip home. Falka, I don't care what you are. I will make sure you're safe and get what you need. No questions asked. Ash, same goes to you. I'm sure I'll have work for you, but I think we all deserve a break.
I appreciate the offer, boss. I think I need to check on some things, but I'm not sure if I'm able to leave.
I understand.
Let me think
I'm
on
not
it.
leaving tomorrow. It's going to be a couple days. I have to finalize some things.
Days, sir?
Days.
So you're really done. At least here.
Yeah.
All right. I look over at Falka.
Falka nods. Well, I don't know how much is left for me here. What I know is, where did Mari go when you left?
She walked out the front door. She didn't do her usual zip through the flame. She just left.
It may be time for me to go elsewhere, away from this place.
I'm sure Zia would like to see you.
Yeah. In this form, I don't know. But
Nonsense.
I may just join you.
Good. What bar was Thrill at?
I'm on it. I'll go get him.
Thank you.
You got it, boss. Then I'll actually head out at this point.
Hey, Thrill, what bar were you at?
Insert. Let's see.
It's in university, where the university
Yeah, it's just.
would be.
It's
Would
just
you
down
tell
there.
Ash the location?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's called the bar exam.
Oh, it's so good.
Nice.
I
That's
love
so
that.
good.
That's so good. That's so fucking good.
I love that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm still there.
I'm gonna use my, my usual means of moving quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. No roll is necessary. Is Thrill
And
still
then he
there?
moves.
I'm hunting
He
down.
is.
I'm hunting down my favorite lady's little plaything.
How many drinks is Thrill in now?
I don't know, how long's it been?
Probably an hour.
Oh, only a few.
Okay.
Only a handful, less than five.
Okay.
Ash strolls into the bar silently. Figures out where Thrill is sitting.
You see,
Just kind
Thrill
of-
has a few empty pints there, getting cleaned off the table when you arrive.
Are you sitting with your back to the door?
Yeah, actually, for once.
I will sneak up, take my favorite dagger off my belt, and clatter it onto the bar top and sit down next to him.
The turn. The slow turn.
Why are you here without any scouts? What happened?
Did Warden send you after me?
He would have searched for you himself, I'm sure, but I volunteered.
I don't know, I figured I didn't need any scouts. My mistake.
Did the two of you have a fight again?
I don't know if I'd call it a fight. More, I guess. Well, I was truthful with him, and that didn't really go well. So I figured not, though.
I'm leaning back against the bar because I'm facing the door. I'm not an idiot. And I just kind of tilt my head a little bit and look at Thurl. He's ready to make moves.
Warden?
Yes.
Perfect. So am I.
So you're leaving too then?
I'd like to. I want to talk to him about it. He's brought it up then.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, it's probably time.
Do you want to know about the conversation, or do you not want to know where everybody stands?
It'd be nice to know.
Seeing his emotional state, I will give him a brief bullet point summary. Falka's on board. I'm undecided. Knight is being offered Char Hollow since he doesn't want to go. And I tell him that Warden plans on leaving in a few days.
Few days.
That's
Well.
what I said. I don't know if that's... I'm not a good person, Thrill. I'm barely even a person. At all. And I'm not sure I'm the kind of thing that can exist outside of this city anymore.
Oh. Well, as for the good person part, I don't think any of us are. And for the second, is that something that can be fixed? Asking as someone who likes to fix.
I don't know. How do you travel with a ghost?
You've got a ghost problem.
More like a ghost solution.
Explain.
Huh, I guess Warden really doesn't gossip.
No, he doesn't.
There is a spirit of a man that I killed. And he's still around. He was a better assassin than me, and I got lucky.
Oh.
And because he is still around, I need to blow off steam. I let him take over. And we fulfill contracts together.
But you could exist without him. Yes.
Oh, certainly. But there's not a lot of things that I can do to ease my stress. You have your vices. Well, I've got mine.
And this is the way you do it.
It's the only thing that works.
Is it the loss
Strange.
of control?
That's part of it. But killing is the only thing I'm good at, Thrill. I'm not good at anything else.
It's not a bad thing. And we could still use that.
If you could see how much stronger I am with him, you wouldn't want me to leave either. You wouldn't want to leave if you were me. I probably could kill Mari with him, with Birch.
Well, I think you have two options then. We could look at exercising it, him, or you could stay with Knight. I'm sure he could use you still.
Is now a good time or a bad time to say I've never been on a boat before?
Neither have I. So,
They kind of smirk a little bit. Well,
but I'm, you know.
you know what's close to the Dagger Isles?
What?
Eruvia.
I've heard it's very beautiful there. Never been myself, but
Me either, but
we could go.
you want to go looking for her?
He smiles a bit, looks down. I feel like she would get upset at me if I did. But I would. When the time is right. One day. We could go.
As pissed as she would be, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But who knows where she is right now?
Well, if we're not here and we're out on a boat, I'm sure we could find out eventually. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross.
Maybe so. Well, and they will get up. There's 3 scouts outside on the roof across the street. When you're ready to go, they will walk you back. Not next to you, of course, but they're here.
Right. I can go now. Doesn't do me any good to sit here and drink.
No, and I'll swipe the drink from him and knock it back.
Nice.
My liver!
You can call that payment for the information.
pretty good. Good price.
I got a ghost to talk to. No.
Good luck.
I will walk out. I'm not as dramatic as I was with Warden.
Okay. You gonna go talk to Birch?
Yeah. Yeah, you think you can do the accent, or do I need to do it? Are we pulling a me? I can play 2 characters.
I don't know if I can do Birch. Let's see. Can I do
What
Birch?
do you mean, love? You can't talk like this.
I think maybe
Do
I
a little
can.
like this.
Do a little like this. You gotta talk like you're the fucking Peaky Blinders.
Just do a little. Just say the word Tuesday, and you'll be all
Tuesday.
right.
Tuesday.
You just gotta do
alright.
this.
I'll give it a shot. You go to.
No, you don't. You don't know. I can do it. You don't have to do it.
All right,
I just,
all right,
you
go
know,
ahead. Go ahead.
if you don't,
I don't. I'm not in the. I don't. The only problem is I'm not thinking about Birch's motivations right now. So you tell me where. You show us where you wanna go with this.
Well, I'm looking for Birch. I'm not gonna argue with Birch. I just wanna. Here's the thing. You know about ghosts and whether or not they can travel. I don't know that. I don't know those details.
Okay. Yeah. There is no reason that ghosts cannot travel. The only thing they cannot do is go through the lightning barrier. Because they will be basically incinerated.
So I can't bring him with me.
No, you could. You would just have to figure out how to get around the fact that the lightning barrier is up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send out the vibes and go to my church rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
Does he show up?
Yeah, he does. He assumes you're there to go serial kill more people.
What does he look like when he's not possessing me again? You described him before and said he was like a hulking big spirit, right?
He is huge. He is large. He's
large.
Probably. I don't know if he's literally 8 feet tall, but he seems like he's 8 feet tall. He's imposing, bulky, huge, has a maniacal smile.
Sorry.
Yes, he's being adorable
Mommy!
right now.
In the background. It's so cute. That's totally Birch's new voice now, everybody. It's Eli.
Birch is mommy confirmed, yeah.
Birch is mommy confirmed. So I walk up to this hulking, towering, really terrifying looking spirit who is all evil grins and narrow eyes and just a little bit of, blood still on his hands. Even though he's just an incorporeal ghost, he perpetually has red hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look up at him and I'm like, I got an offer to leave the city. And I don't know if that breaks our deal or not. But I'm sure there's plenty of people to kill in the Dagger Isles. If you want. And I imagine he's just kind of silent for a while.
Doesn't break our deal, love.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to come with me?
I don't know. Are there people there? Then sure. Or else I could find another psycho killer to possess from time to time.
One and the same as ever. And if the Dagger Isles prove too boring, there are other places we could go.
Do what you want. And I'll do what I want.
Well, I just kind of look out over the the skyline of the city. Because I've been here for a pretty big chunk of my life. Because Ash is only like 22, right? 21?
Very young. Don't tell me you're getting sentimental, will you?
I mean... No. Not really. That's a lie. Still alive, Birch.
For now.
People have feelings, apparently. Not sure how much that applies to me, but it is what it is.
You're not people. I couldn't take control of you.
Shrugs. True. Fine.
You ain't a nightmare yet.
Not yet. Something to aspire to.
Well, you aspire to be me.
Don't you think it's inevitable that I'm going to end up like you?
Not if one of the wardens get to you.
I'd like to see them fucking try.
Me too.
We could always go warden hunting one last time.
I like to hang on to my skin, so to speak.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wouldn't mind
Easy
killing a
for it
few
is.
co-eds, though. I'm hungry.
Then let's go. And I'll reach my hand out to him.
This is my favorite dance. Would you like to say hello, Eli?
Oh my god, Birch has entered the building!
Birch is with us.
Birch is with us, chat.
Oh my god, Birch is in the room right now.
Birch is in the room. I feel his presence. Anyway, yeah, so I'm
I
gonna
will
clear my
roll
stress.
your vice.
So Birch is willing to potentially tag along, which is great.
Correct. Yes.
That was kind of like the deciding factor for Ash. Also, it's so easy to just
Damn.
it's so easy to just kill people in Duskfall. Yay, overindulgence, baby! It feels so appropriate. Can we call it a killing spree? Can we call it?
You go a
some
little
serious
bit
fucking
too.
death?
You go a little too crazy. And you. Give me a sec, guys. He's being adorable.
I'm sorry, he's so cute. I'll narrate this since since we've got Birch in the house here. I probably kill a few extra people compared to normal. Maybe like 4 instead of like 1 or 2. Double my usual.
And someone hears you doing it and talking about it.
I don't talk about what I do.
No, but someone sees you do it and they talk about it. So you're gonna get some extra heat.
Works for me.
Do you?
I
go
get
ahead.
back. I was gonna say when I get back to the hideout, I probably like immediately go. Like I'm probably already somewhat washed up because I'm not a fucking amateur, but I'll be like changing my clothes and washing up and definitely not talking to anybody about what I just did. Killing 4 people in one night.
What affairs do you want to close out before you leave the city?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Probably get some information on probably some information on like the Dagger Isles and what to expect at sea, because I don't think I've ever been on a boat, or if I was, I wasn't conscious for it.
I don't think
when I
Ash
was
has
moved.
ever been on a boat.
Yeah, I mean, I did come from another country, or at least maybe my parents did. If I didn't, and if I was on a boat, I wasn't conscious for it before they sent me to the Deathlands. So I don't really have ends to tie up that aren't business related. So
Okay.
doing my research, finalizing any freelance contracts I might have been wrapping up, although I doubt I have any because I've been working for the Conduit for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
So tying up whatever that is, collecting on whatever's due to me, and then going back to the hideout. That's pretty
Okay.
much it.
The big question is, you were aware, need a music change, that there is about to be probably an assassination attempt on who you all know as Thrill's dad. And you seem to have sorted out most of your problems other than Jira. Is there anything any of you or all of you would like to do about those two things? Whether you want to help speed along the assassination, try to prevent the assassination, try to get at Jira first. Does anyone have any thoughts about those things?
I think back at the hideout, I imagine most of us are here. And I will look to Warden and go, so, since we're leaving in a few days, and we don't know when shit's gonna hit the fan, so to speak, do you just want to let it play out, or do you want to tip the scales? Do you care at this point?
I don't really care.
Works
But
for me.
I understand that we have a dog in this fight.
How does Thrill feel about it?
Look, I saved him once. He's on his own.
What about the Masons?
That's fair.
Night whistles for Vesper. Takes out a sheet of paper. Writes out, "Come back home." And Vesper send it to the Masons.
Like, pulling them so that they're not gonna help?
Yeah. Or time it to if they see Jira's folks coming, yeah, they just walk off.
Oh. Do you tell anybody that you're doing that above table?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is all happening everybody together.
Yeah.
Okay. Does
Once
Warden say anything about it?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Does I?
Yeah, do you?
That's what I was assuming. That's what you meant. You don't care, and then he's on his own. So Knight's like, shit. Then I'm gonna make sure my people get out.
So you signed the paper then? You're staying?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I'm at least gonna get the boss to his destination, and after that, shrugs. I just go where I'm told.
I have one more visit I need to make.
I know what the visit is.
Ash just kind of smirks at you. Kind of like, oh, I know where you're going.
Is this to see Una Ferris?
And I am taking Thrill with me.
Man of his word.
Where are we going?
Do you want security or do you want scouts, boss?
Just scouts.
You got it.
You head over
Come with me.
to Charter Hall. Do you guys talk on the way, or you're just walking in silence?
He would talk on the way.
Go ahead.
Are you? I assume we're still. You're still leaving, right? With all this talk, we hadn't talked about it together since.
I am.
Did you still want me to go with you?
Of course.
Good. I want to. And I may have sourced a crew for us.
Really?
Yeah. The Craiggumz. All of them. You mentioned how perhaps we'd get into ships and building them and whatnot, and I figured what better than having some of the best Sparkrights in the city.
They'd still be taking orders from me, though, correct?
I don't think... Well, yes. They were going to join as normal people, not as a... You know. I don't think they'd be the Craiggumz anymore, is what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say? They wanted weapons a few days ago, and now you sourced a... What the hell happened in 24 hours?
I went
I realize I keep asking myself that, and every time I do, it's an epiphany. But please, continue.
After that, I went and I wanted to go talk to him about it.
After your father.
Yes, Levi. I wanted to go to speak with him. I've been meaning to do so ever since he was... I mean, the deal in general, and him wanting that many guns, and it was just odd. And, so I just wanted to go chat with him. Turns out, he wanted them to protect himself from my father. My father apparently had asked them... He's the one who hired them in the first place.
It all started with the anvils.
Yes. And eventually, Levi didn't want to do it anymore.
So the anvils, they failed, pressure on them.
Yeah.
They got scared, needed weapons to defend themselves. Yeah, it sounds about right for your father.
Yeah. So, that's why. And I said that, well, I proposed that maybe there was a world where they didn't need to fight and they could leave instead. Be normal people again. I mean, Levi, Ari himself is... We went to the same school. He's skilled. And as much as he likes to pretend, he's no criminal. He's not bad at it, but he'd make a much better inventor. And so would most of his crew.
Do you trust them?
I trust him. And I trust how loyal they are to him. Hell, I told him he should leave the life. He told me that if I did, he would. And so I said I would. And just like that, he commanded them to stop what they were doing.
Good.
So I don't know if we needed one, but we have one if we need.
As long as they are good deckhands and they know how to furl a sail, I won't say no to a free ship.
And I'm sure if they don't, they can be taught rather quickly. Fast learners.
Hopefully we don't have to leave too abruptly.
Are we... You're planning a few days, are you not?
Not helping your father might have its issues.
So could helping.
I gave Knight control of everything.
I heard. I think it was the right choice, though.
Why does a man whose life I've saved twice now in the past some odd days not take me up on my offer?
You mean him? Why he's not coming with?
Yes.
It's my fault.
Usually is.
I'm learning that. He doesn't want to be with me. That's it.
Look, I'm no velvet, but even I know when I can smell a lie. What did you do?
I let him know how horrible of a person I really am. And that was too much for him.
I understand. In your hospital?
What of it?
Exactly, what of it?
It'll be a hospital. Hopefully it'll do some good while we're gone.
All your affairs are wrapped up with that? You don't
It's
need to
built.
interview doctors, buy lab equipment, any of that stuff?
No. That's what I did most days while I was in there, and one of the council members, their son is a pretty skilled physician. I was thinking I could put him in charge.
Okay.
So, if we wanted to be in the... Is it still the Conduit? You could include that, I guess, in what goes tonight.
I signed away everything. The Conduit, the Coalition, the hideout, the venue, the bar. It's all his. I could take the Craiggumz.
Might be useful.
You could stay.
I don't want to.
Are you sure?
There's no world where I want to.
That's a shame.
Is it?
Look, I'd be lying if I said I've never loved anyone, Thrill. But I see the way you look at him. And I see the way he looks at you. Be hard-pressed to let that up. Is he really that stubborn?
I think the murder of tens of thousands was too much for him to stomach.
So says the soldier.
Yeah. Maybe in another life.
Let's go see your mom.
What?
Oh my god.
That stank face. Somebody
What?
clip that.
And you do see Thrill's mother. Let me get art ready.
Mother.
She is
Mother.
in her Charter Hall office, and the office, contrary to how it usually looks neat and orderly. There's not that many papers. She's stapling some things together when you come in. She looks up and she actually smiles when she sees Warden, and then cocks her head and then smiles when she sees Thrill.
Ah, Una, it's good to see you again.
Not the two people I'm used to seeing together.
Yes, well, I'm a man of my word. Your son
Looking
here's
between them.
decided to leave the life.
She looks to Thrill. Is this true?
He just looks to Warden with a little bit of a side eye, like, yes. Who's
Well,
this?
great.
Themandii has also agreed to accompany me to the Dagger Isles. We have some ships drawn up, new inventions.
She flinches at that. You're leaving the city.
Yes, I told you I was.
No, I know you are. Van, you're leaving the city.
Why should I stay?
Why shouldn't you stay?
Why would I?
Your hospital. Your position.
The hospital will run without me. I may be the best doctor at Duskfall, but the hospital will run nonetheless.
What about your dream? It's all you've wanted, isn't it?
And it's done now. It's time to chase a new dream, Mother.
I see.
And the position is... I mean... If I wanted something like that again, I could get it.
You need
Legally,
somewhere else.
Of course.
Legally. Yes. Somewhere else, maybe.
Then you are a man of your word, I suppose. It's not quite what I was expecting.
I could use another spark, right? These ambitions that Themandii has. Electroplasm-powered ships. Not like those rust buckets the Leviathan hunters use.
You play with my ambitions.
I know how to pull up the strings.
Did you notice anything strange happening in the city the last 2 days?
Sorry, my cat has the zoomies. I don't know if you heard that, but she's
Did
going
not.
crazy. It seems rather violent out there.
It is. It's not what I meant, though. Did you notice any problems with the barriers?
I can't say I spend too much time looking at them. Or have I? I don't know.
No?
Yeah. Has there
Okay.
been anything weird?
It's like, good. You see, they've been running fully on electroplasmic energy for the past 2 days.
Ah,
You've succeeded.
I have. The dream is done, and I'm just finishing my proposal to the council. It's all right if you're not here to see it. This wasn't your dream, it was mine.
so you're staying then?
For now, I need to see my dream done. I need to make sure no one reverses the progress that I've made. No fiends or criminals are going to take away a free Duskfall.
No, I think Duskfall will change now. No matter what.
City needs good people, don't you think?
I agree. Maybe that's why we're leaving.
Don't kid yourself. You're not that bad. Not great. Not bad.
Yeah.
I might be a man of my word, Una, but I don't consider myself a good person.
What do you think about Lord Bowmore? Is he a good person?
I'd like to think he, too, is a man of his word. From what I know of him.
He seemed as genuine as anyone
Anyone
What
could be.
as genuine as a politician in Duskfall could be.
As took the words right out of my mouth, what I was going to say. This is Duskfall, though.
Well, I will consider your offer before you go, but I believe our dreams are parting ways here, unfortunately. It's a shame. I've enjoyed my chats with both of you.
My door is always open, and Vanaday will be in good hands.
She'll go over and she'll tear up a little bit, and then she goes to hug you, Thrill.
You will let her.
It's a little bit stiff, and she tears up a little.
Are you alright?
Yes. I wish I could have done more. You know?
Well, there's always time.
Yes.
More of it, I mean. I'm not gone yet.
And she'll go over and give Warden a soft hug also.
It's been an honor, Una.
And you as well, Mr. Blackthorn. Well, perhaps I'll see you at a council meeting soon.
Yeah, it'll probably be one of my last.
Well, would you like me to walk you out?
I would like that.
Yes.
She walks you outside, down the stairs. It's a clear day. Well,
And
as day as it gets in Duskfall.
As Warden leaves, he will take her hand and plant a kiss on her knuckles. It's nice to see good people in Duskfall, Una.
You're very sweet. Perhaps another time, Logan,
Or another life.
or another life. she'll go back inside.
It's the look that he gives you after this.
What?
You making the moves on my mother?
She's very attractive.
Well, obviously. Come on. Obviously, look at me.
Are you sure you don't want to stay with her for the night? Maybe some dinner? It might be your last chance to say goodbye.
You know, that's actually not a bad idea. I was really hoping she'd say yes.
So did I. I'll see you back home.
I'll see you back home.
Warden will get in the carriage by himself, and Char Hollow, or Night Market. We're our hideout's at Night Market. Night Market, please.
Yes, sir. And they take you back. And I just want to double check as something is about to happen, and I want to give you all a chance to hand wave your downtimes before that thing happens. What would all of you have done in your free time while all of this day of intrigue was happening?
Hack.
I have level 1 harm dizzy. Would I need to heal that, or should that
No,
go
that's
away?
just gone.
Okay.
That was from the teleportation. Anyone else?
I think
Looking to see if I have any injuries. I don't think I do. Sorry, Craig.
No, you're good. I think I'm sending messages to someone back and forth.
Ah, yes. Yes, you are. Copy.
I will just spend the night with my mother.
Falka?
Falka's just packing stuff up and getting ready for the trip.
Trip time.
So excited. Falka's so excited.
Packing her blades in a nice box so nothing will happen to them. Maybe a coffin for the for the boat.
Coffin for the boat, for the road.
I've always wanted to be transported in a coffin by boat.
Is that
Wait, can
Magitek,
vampires-
or is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that's literally
Just like Dracula on his way to London. Sorry, I was just reading something about Dracula recently. So.
As you all are there in the hideout, starting to pack for some of you, you get a knock at the door.
Who is it?
Selena.
Ah, there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Warden will unlock the door.
And you see her standing there. It's been a while. She'll say, "Can I come in a moment?"
Of course.
And when you are about to let her in, she says, quietly, "Kill them all." And she gets shot in the back of the head. And you hear the sound of footsteps coming from below, from your dock, and you see behind her are 2 armed men, and they push their way inside. You have a moment to do something before the men coming from the dock get into the hideout.
Oh, I'm fucking
And these
doing
2
something.
push their way
Good thing I was
through the
just
door.
packing my weapons, because I grab them.
I already have my weapons on me, and I am on these motherfuckers like white on rice. Let's go. I'm gonna kill the first guy.
Seeing, I assume blood and viscera all over Warden.
Yes, all over Warden.
Oh my god.
He would run and jump behind the bar.
You quickly jump and get behind the bar. Sorry, I should do simultaneous rounds, so to speak. You all see this happening. What is Falka and Knight and Ash's first instinct? Falka, you're charging at the people at the door.
Yeah, I grab Blaze and I just kind of slide down
Knives
down
out.
the hall with the knives out and just go for the first person I see.
You trying to stop them from coming in, or you're cutting them up?
If they're making their way in, I'm just gonna cut up whoever is already in here.
Ash, same for you.
Yeah, I'm immediately. There's no questions being asked. I'm just killing. I'll even call for Birch if I have to.
Knight?
Protecting Warden and Thrill.
I'm not there.
So you're just
Oh,
trying
okay.
to stop them from getting
right.
in.
Yeah, if Warden jumped back, I pull Warden even further back, through him behind the bar, and have my pistols out.
And needless to say, we're starting desperate.
Huh.
Falka, this is skirmish. You have 4 pips in it now, as you are a vampire.
Yeet.
With you and Ash engaging both of them, awesome. You're able to.
Yeet.
Tracy, no waiting, just fucking.
Should I?
Yeah.
Should I also roll skirmish?
Yes, I'm going to do that in a second.
Okay.
Falka said, "I'm born for this."
Whoops, I need to make
Yeah,
this
I'm
a
truly.
bigger.
born again.
I'm unborn for this.
Oh no.
And Ash, you are doing the same.
Yeah. Finesse, prowl, skirmish, whatever you want it to be, I'm
Skirmish.
gonna do it.
This is definitely
hell yeah.
skirmish.
I'm pushing myself because this ain't no fucking joke. Success.
Nice.
Would you? So you guys go. You start engaging them in combat. You keep them from getting in, and you land a few good blows on them. They retreat out the door, realizing that they actually aren't a match for you, and they look and back up and seem to be looking to try to figure out either another way in or a way that they can retreat. Under the hideout, you hear boots on the dock. It must be at least a dozen of them. They're not in the hideout yet, but you've got maybe a few more moments before they're going to be breaking through your bookcase.
I was serious what I said about Birch. Does he heed my call?
Where is he? Is
we
the
do have
question.
ghost-
Thank you,
wards.
Holly. Oh boy, Holly, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Oh,
Holly.
Thank you, Holly.
TY.
3 dice for the group.
Birch may heed your call. It will be some time before he is able to assist you.
Okay.
But Warden, you duck down behind the bar, Knight basically pulling the "Get down, Mr. President" on you. But what do you want to do? There's men that are about to break in your back door. Phrasing.
I have an ability for this. I don't know if we're going in an order or anything.
No, whatever.
particular.
Anyone can do anything.
Yeah, I want to. Well, I have reflexes.
Which is when there's a
I
question
act-
of who asked first, it's you.
I
Yes.
act first, and I also want to. Do Devil's Footsteps.
Okay.
And it says it's a feat of athletics that verges on superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to maneuver in whatever way I need to maneuver to keep them from getting in. Whether that's like knocking them down the stairs or, going through the bookcase and closing it behind me.
Oh, so you're gonna
Like,
dash to
whoever-
the back room and keep them.
Well, that's
from
where they're
getting
coming.
in. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where they're coming from, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Well, because we had 2 guys at the front door,
Yes,
and we're hearing
correct.
all these people at the back.
Yes, just
where
wanted
the
to
secret
clarify that
door
you're
is.
going to the secret door and not the front door. That's all.
Well,
I
you
was
said
checking.
is there anybody at the front door?
The 2 people that you were fighting, but they've kind of they're backing off. But if you
So I'll,
leave, they may try to come back in. That's all I was clarifying.
Okay. I look to Falka and I say, kill these 2. There's more at the back door. And I will dash over to the secret door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Behind the bar, Warden will grab a bottle of alcohol, look towards Knight while stuffing a rag in it, and said, "It's yours now. Do what needs to be done."
Never was one for drinking. And he lights it.
Are you gonna throw the Molly through the back door?
Basically, I'm trying
Don't
to
call it
figure
Molly.
out.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Molly.
I'm trying. Knight's main thought process is an exit for Warden and the rest of them.
Okay.
And from what he can hear, Falka's got things handled in the back.
In the front.
In the front.
In the
Ash
front.
is in the
We'll
back.
see. We'll
Nice.
see.
That's what she said, you know?
I guess Knight would, because I sent the message for the Masons to come home.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I got your DMs up, Craig.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, with the scouts that we had and everything else, would we have had like an exit
Yeah.
strategy if this ever happened?
Yeah, maybe. Make a flashback.
Yeah, how did our scouts not see this? How did our guards not see this?
Maybe they got killed.
That's true. Some high tier
Yeah.
mofos out there.
So are we.
I think Knight's just full Secret Service mode of making sure Warden can get out of here.
So how are you getting him out?
I think he'd push to the direction of the least amount of
The front
individuals.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And shoot whoever he sees first.
All right, so Falka, you are going to keep these 2 and try to clear a way for you guys to get out the front door, I assume.
Yee.
All right, so first off, let's do Ash's Devil's Footsteps at the back door.
Yep.
And you are just barring the way, so it is definitely skirmish. Yep. You are solo.
And I do have to push myself for Devil's Footsteps, correct?
So I'm just thinking position effect. The scale of them won't matter because you're at a narrow corridor.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be risky. But it's going to be limited because you can only hold them off for so long, even with that fact, but you're not in that much danger.
Even with performing a superhuman maneuver.
So
as
that
the
changes
description implies. It says
I
when you
think
push
that'll
yourself,
be-
choose one of the following additional benefits. Perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman. Maneuver to confuse your enemies so that they mistakenly attack each other. Because
Yes.
of how narrow it is, I'm not choosing the second option. I'm choosing the superhuman
So I'm going to say
feat.
we'll make it standard effect.
Okay. Works for me.
We have Holly done.
I do, but I have to push myself to do Devil's Footsteps, and I'm pretty sure I can't stack Holly dice.
We're not stacking pushing in hollies.
Critical
Oh my
success.
god.
Wow.
Shall I describe how I fucking kill these people?
Well, you're not going to be able to kill all of them, but you are going to be
Yeah,
able to
all of
bar them from entering and probably mess up a few of them.
So I think what I do, because they're coming up the stairs, and we've established that the staircase is narrow, so it's probably like one person at a time.
Yes, correct.
I take one of my longer blades, not the ghost blade, because I'm saving that for Mari. I I take one of my regular swords and I will stab it like directly through the guy in front of me, and I will use him as a shield to like push them further down the stairs. And I'm doing this with like one, like obviously I'm only wielding like a one-handed sword, I'm pushing with like my dominant hand, and then with my non-dominant hand, I'm flipping the switch to close the bookcase behind me.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're gonna try to jam this thing, basically, so that
Well,
they can't get in.
I'm closing the door. I'm gonna be what's standing between them and the door.
I see. But are you
Locked in
closing
there
the?
with
You're
them.
locking yourself in with them, so they can't get at the rest of the people. Okay.
So I've killed the guy in front, and I'm
Yeah.
pushing them all down
Okay. Yes, I got
with my
you.
superhuman
Yes.
devil's footsteps.
You bowling
Whatever.
pin them back down the staircase, and you see it is at
Yep.
least 10 of them, but you have taken out one.
Good.
Falka,
9 to go.
you have wounded the two. You're pushing out along with Knight to try to get Warden out. Are you trying to kill them or just keep them back from Warden?
I would kill them.
Okay. So this is going to be risky and limited effect because you were going for the kill.
Okay.
Okay. And Knight, so I can resolve this at once, you are just on defensive duty keeping Warden alive, yes?
Looking for eyes in the skies. Seeing how
Okay.
that angle of that shot that what was her name?
Yeah.
If it was a long range shot, he's looking for anybody.
Oh,
else that would-
snipers. Okay, so
yes.
yeah, I would say this is survey then.
On the hunt?
You've,
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
yeah, you have 3 pips in both, but no, you're looking for people, like you're trying to find, literally, or find the sniper, so
Alright, can I use a holly die?
you
I
can.
want people to shoot Warden.
I'm going to say risky and great effect on this one.
Alright.
Okay. Falka, you are able to kill one of the men in a very quick flurry of slashes, but as you do that, the other one manages to slash you, and as you get hurt, because you are a creature of the night, you morph into your horrible, awful form, but please take a level 2 harm, slash to the chest.
Actually,
Oh,
since I leveled up last episode
Okay.
and I got everything in the spider tree,
Okay.
Warden is now a mastermind. You may
Okay.
expend your special armor to protect a teammate or to push yourself when you gather information or work on a long-term project. So
Okay.
as she kills the first one and the second one comes up behind her, just in the flavoring, I am going to pull out my palm pistol and shoot. I don't want to hit. I just want to like knock it, like
Yeah.
just distract him so he misses.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will
That
unequip
that
my
works.
special armor.
Falka is
So-
not a vampire currently. I mean, you are, but you just don't look it. And the person just dodges out of the way and gets behind some boxes on the street as they sees you coming out, and you are out into the night. You look up, and it's like doing like an Assassin's Creed like scan of the area. You see 3 snipers on nearby rooftops waiting for you, and you see exactly where they are. It's just you see them immediately. Your military training kicks in, and you see exactly where they are. And you also are able, because you got a crit, you're able to find exits in nearby alleys where they won't be able to get a good shot. Maybe you can duck out of there and get away.
Immediately pointing that out for both Warden and Falka. Stay low.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I'm going to start a, just to make sure, Mandy, Ash is going to basically
Yeah.
try to hold this door until Ash is dead or they're all dead. Am I understanding correctly?
Yep, they're definitely gonna die first, though.
Okay.
Ho-ho!
ooh.
I'm gonna say
Can I do one more?
You guys haven't seen my character sheet.
this is gonna
You should though.
10 ticks. Go ahead, Knight. What were you gonna say?
Are those still?
Why do you gotta call it the backdoor assault? I'm sorry.
There's still.
I did it
there's
on
still
purpose.
Two people coming from the back door, correct?
It's like 10 people coming from the back door.
Well, the ones that Ash wasn't, from what I was understanding, there were ones Ash was dealing with, and there was ones
Phrasing?
that Falka was dealing with.
Those are at the front, and Falka killed one of them.
Yes.
So there's only one more at the front door that Warden scared off with the pistol. It's like ducking behind boxes, and now it's just waiting for the snipers to do their work that you've
Gotcha.
caught.
Well, I guess, yeah, just to cover our trail. Knight looks at the bottle that's still on fire in his hands and just chucks it into the building.
Okay.
Straight
Oh,
with the
into the hideout? Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Hey chat, I can't fight fire, so I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Knight knows you can go through walls. That's his assumption.
And fly also.
And fly. Like, the last person he is worried about is Ash.
All right, I am going to
Honestly,
make
you're right. You're so right.
a fortune roll. Okay. The molly starts igniting, and you see the living room start to light up. Ash, it's basically going to
Yeah.
be chaining skirmish rolls until
Let's go.
they're dead or you're dead. You're just daredeviling in this hallway against all of
So
them.
I've got a multi-step thing, if I may, because this
Sure.
is my Assassin's Creed dream right now.
Okay.
So I have two abilities that complement each other very well. I have Ghost Veil and I have Ambush. And
Oh my
Ambush-
god, I know what you're doing. This is cool. Go ahead.
So I want to phase out of view. I want my tattoos to light up and my eyes to light up like they do when Birch is near. And I want to, like, when my eyes start glowing, like, just dissipate into the darkness and disappear.
Yep.
And I'll say, so they can hear me, "You're not getting out of this." And I'm going to shift and use ambush, because they won't be able to see me. I'll be invisible.
Correct. So I'm gonna
To
say
get a
this is-
+1 D to my attack from hiding.
So I'm going to say, with you pushing yourself to do this, so normally, obviously, you can't, it would be impossible. So it's going to be controlled and great effect, but just
Okay.
push yourself to do the ability. How many times are you pushing yourself, right? Because you have to do, or you have to take one extra stress to go completely invisible, right? If I'm remembering this correctly.
I believe that is correct. Yes. It
Okay,
says so. Okay, so it says I can become shadowy and insubstantial, or I take additional stress when I shift.
Yeah,
Is it dark in here already?
it is. So they
So
may...
would I need to be invisible is my question. I would know whether I do
To
or
get
not.
the benefit of ambush, it depends on the roll.
Okay,
Because
so
if they
then-
see you, then you can't ambush them.
I don't mind taking the extra stress, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Then
I don't
yeah,
care if I get a trauma for this.
Then it's
This is fine.
controlled and great. So yeah, just
Okay.
add the extra stress manually after the roll.
Yep. Okay. Mixed success. Let me add the extra stress. Can I guess I can't resist it. It's prowl. This is
Well,
prowl.
you-
Why is this prowl instead of? Well, I have the same amount of pips in both,
Instead
I
of
guess it doesn't matter.
finesse, is that what you're asking? It could be
Uh,
either
they're-
way.
I mean, I have the same number of pips. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. That's why I was looking. I was going back and forth. I,
I-
didn't even bring it up.
I
'cause it
saw
was
I saw
same.
the word change and it fucked me up. That's all. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's a mixed success, probably because there's so many of them.
Yeah, so you go invisible,
Mm-hmm.
and they're freaking out, but they don't, they realize, oh, wait, shit is about to go down. This is not normal. So rather than just ignoring you and going up the stairs and just like getting Beybladed by you, they actually pause and wait, and they hold their weapons out looking for you, even though they can't see you. So the
Yeah.
ambush is going to be a setup, and you can still do it, but it's not going to be as effective as it would have been otherwise.
That's fine.
Because now they're ready for something that is really weird. So this is
So
going to be...
how many do I kill out of the 9 that are left?
So, let's see.
You want to fortune roll me?
No, what I need to have is do another prowl
Okay.
with risky
We'll do
and
it.
great effect. So you're not going to be able to kill them all in one roll. Unless
Yeah.
you want to try to do that, and then I'm going to make the difficulty. I'm assuming you're going for 1 or 2 at a time.
I don't think without Birch, Ash can't do everything in one roll. So
Okay. So you're just
reminding
gonna...
you again that I would like for Birch to be here.
I know. Spirits don't teleport unless they're summoned by a whisper. But this is going to be risky and great effect.
Does anybody care if I use the holly dice now?
Use them.
Okay, I'll use one of the holly dice.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Don't worry, Thrill. I haven't forgotten
That's a
about
success.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
I'm safe.
Thurl is.
you.
living
You
the
managed to
dream.
cut down 1, and we'll get back to that in a moment. At the front door, what are you all doing about the snipers? Are you going to try to make a dash across the small courtyard to get into adjacent alleys, I'm assuming? Or are you going to do something to try to take them out? If you come out from the doorway, you know that they're going to fire at you.
Wonderful GM.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say recently that Char Hollow
Embraces you?
embraces us? Yes.
Yes.
What would that help out in this scenario?
There's a lot of ways that could help out. Maybe you could I'll just throw out some things. In the bridge fight, when the civilians realized that the family was in danger, they literally threw themselves at you. Just as an example. So it could do a lot of things. What do you have in mind?
Is there a carriage or a food cart nearby?
Yeah, there's a carriage pulled by donkeys, not that far from you.
If I see that and I see somebody that I recognize,
Mm-hmm.
Liam, I'd care for a ride.
Yes, Mr. Knight. And he'll open the door for you.
Toss Warden in there.
Okay.
Thrill's not here.
So this is
Would
going to
you
be a group finesse roll, I think. Or no, maybe not finesse. Not finesse. Prowl, I think. Let me X off the people that are not here. Oh, wait. I'm rolling for Ash. That's not right. I'm assuming Warden is leading this. Because you're the best at leading rolls, Warden, or no? Am I making that up? Actually, it makes more sense. Knight is leading this, because Knight is the one that scouted this.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'll push myself.
Your prowl is really bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
yes, it is.
I was planning on using the carriage as just cover as I try and. snipe
Oh,
the
you're telling him to
snipers.
come up. I see. I still think it's prowl that makes the most sense. Unfortunately.
It is what it is.
And yeah, this is not going to be risky though. This is controlled and great because you know exactly where the snipers are. You're using cover, but they're going to try to shoot you guys as you're coming in.
Oh, you can't assist in a group roll.
No.
I'll just push
Damn.
myself.
Success and only one stress. So all three snipers fire a shot. One of them goes wide, it goes into the wall of the hideout. The others hit the floor, and you all jump into the carriage. And he, whips the donkeys to get moving. Ash,
Yeah.
you keeping your assault up in the back?
Is everything on fire down here yet or no?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Let me fortune roll.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
The first floor is mostly engulfed. It starts to spread into Thrill's laboratory and Velvet's room. But it hasn't spread to the back.
Hate
It hasn't
that.
spread to the back door yet.
I
So
hate
you still
that.
have time. You can hear the beakers as they're getting heated up explode in glass.
Am I
You smell the
still-
smoke.
I'm not still invisible, right?
No, you're still in, I'm read the ability, but I'm pretty sure you don't just get uninvisible just because you attack something.
So it says you partially shift into the ghost field, becoming shadowy and substantial for a few moments. Take 2 stress when you shift, +1 stress for each extra feature. Lasts for a few minutes, and rather than a few moments, you're invisible rather than shadowy. Blah blah blah. You float
Yeah,
through.
you
the air
have
like
a few
ghost.
moments, not one, so you've got a little bit longer
So-
that you're invisible.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I just want to. I'm invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrifying. I have
Mhm.
light up tattoos that they saw before I shifted.
Mm-hmm.
Could I? No, I guess I don't really have enough pips in command to intimidate them.
You could
I'll
try.
I'm just full killing mode and hoping that Birch shows up. Otherwise, I might have to leave before I finish the job.
Okay.
Look, I might be not here, but I got foresight.
Oh yeah, let's
times
say you
per
guys can
score.
flashback.
Yeah, no, I don't need to. I'm gonna assist Ash without paying stress, and how I do this is we had a talk when she joined, and I knew what she was capable of. So all around the hideout, I allowed her to hide various knives and weapons where she could reach them very easily.
Okay. Also
And
them.
I will
Sorry.
assist you. Sorry, yes, them. My apologies.
So you have knives on top of the staircase in the corridor. Do you take stress from that flashback, Warden, or no?
I do not. It's just an assist.
Oh, it's just an assist. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can do it 2 times per score
That's
without
insane.
paying stress.
That's crazy.
So I'll between what I already have on me, which is a lot of knives we established in canon. I'm probably like pulling from wherever I have hidings and just start
doing throwing knives. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. This is going to be controlled and standard. Even though you're invisible, there are still a lot of them.
That's totally fine. Critical
Oh
success.
my goodness.
Wow.
I told y'all I'm not worried about them. I told y'all.
Wow.
You just grab
Somebody in chat said I'm Jack the Ripper and Batman. Yes, the fuck I am, bitch.
Amazing.
just throwing knives
Let's go.
into the neck of one, into the eye of another one,
Yep.
just holding the hallway. You felled all but like 2 of them, and they turn.
It's at
and
that moment that I shift back and I'm visible, tattoos glowing, and I say, "Do you want to keep going?"
They turn and run. Meanwhile, Thrill.
Yeah.
Happy and happy.
What's up?
That's not the right music.
For me, it's so good. No, keep it. It's perfect.
Not the tone change.
What are you saying to your mother on this fine evening?
I imagine maybe they're having dinner and he's talking about what he enjoys talking about most, which probably she would enjoy as well. I'm talking about these electroplasm powered steam, boats that I'm gonna build.
Oh, that's actually quite wonderful. I'm sure I've always thought about doing that to be more efficient. Do you know the economy? Because so long we were so dependent on the Leviathans that people never really considered doing this before.
Of course not. Not many people are very well educated.
Well,
It's more
There
the
are
system's
some.
fault than anything.
I'm glad that someone shares my point of view on this.
Are you that surprised?
I suppose I shouldn't be. I knew that you were an educated man when I met you in your office all those weeks ago.
Yes, he was very particular about those things.
Welcome, Raiders.
Raid!
Hi guys! Thanks for the raid.
Welcome.
Talking with my mummy after a fight. You know, I'd always wondered where I got it from. He was never interested in these kinds of things, but I mean, he paid for it all.
He
was
had his
actually quite-
moments.
Yeah.
He preferred the antiquities to the sciences. Does he
Yeah.
still have that library?
The library in the house is quite big. I assume that one.
Yes. He loved reading about foreign lands. He hoped to visit them one day.
He still does.
He said he would take me with him, show me the world.
How romantic.
It was for a young woman with lots of dreams that seemed so far away in this awful city.
Is that how he won you over?
He is charming.
He has his moments, I'm sure.
He has his good moments and his bad moments.
Is that how you met?
What do you mean?
How did you meet?
We lived in the same neighborhood.
Which was?
Brightstone.
I'm sorry I ask all this. I just was never told.
No, I suppose he wouldn't. I'm surprised he ever told you I existed.
Well, I remember you.
Do you? What do you remember?
Not much, honestly. I remember mostly sitting in your lap when I was little and reading. That's really it. Breakfasts, mornings, things like that, little moments that can't really be summed up to much.
She takes a deep breath, takes a sip on her wine. Well, I suppose we should make the most of these last few days then, shouldn't we? We can hold on some little more concrete memories.
I'd like that. I'm glad you got away, though.
Me too. It seems dreams can come true sometimes.
Yeah. It's quite impressive what you've done. I'm very proud to come from such an amazing woman.
I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's not your fault.
It is, though. I chose to leave.
I think about it sometimes, what it'd be like if you'd brought me with you.
And what do you think? An aspiring academic, bringing her illegitimate child? Do you think they would have a child seat in the auditorium where I defended my dissertation?
Probably not. No.
Do you think your father would have hired a babysitter for you?
Well, I mean, I guess he did. He wasn't home much either. It's usually just me and the staff.
I suppose Thomas always was a son of a bitch, wasn't he?
What?
What?
Who's that?
What?
Thomas.
And right then, Thrill.
This motherfucker lied to me?
you get shot in the back.
What?
By a sniper rifle from a nearby rooftop. Would you like to resist that?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Scrams.
Roll a resistance roll.
I feel like I just had an aneurysm. Oh my god, I'm warm. I'm gonna take my jacket off. A 6.
Zero
Zero
stress.
stress. Oh my god. this
As
man
you
just
are
fucking shot me.
sipping on a drink, you catch the look of a sniper from a rooftop, and you grab your mom and get down under the table as it erupts in gunfire. You hear footsteps on cobblestone of people coming your way, and you look up to see men with knives and guns walking towards you. And we will end our session there tonight.
Oh my god.
Cat, I am unwell.
I'm ill!
I am unwell.
Oh no.
If
I'm
you all would like
unwell.
to see the series finale of Rise of the Conduit,
Oh.
please make sure you join us next week as we will see if Thrill and Una, his mother, can get out of this, and if the Conduit can get there happily ever after. And thank you all for joining us. It's been wonderful. We will see you again soon. Remember, tomorrow, Craig is hosting Monster of the Week show, The Weird, and then on Friday we have Ancestral Blood.
Defend your romance on Thursday.
Oh, yes, and Defend Your Romance. Mass
Yes.
Effect is on Thursday. If you like the stream, follow us. Join our Discord at discord.gg/magirpg. And can't wait till next month where we get to play some Scum and Villainy and Ancestral Recall. But until next
Ancestral
week,
Recall?
Ancestral Recall?
Ignite Recall.
Ignite recall.
Wow, I've got magic on the brain,
Oh my
I
god,
guess.
play the trailer again. Play the trailer again.
Yeah.
You guys want to see the trailer
Do
again?
it. Do it again. Do it again. Do it for chat.
I'm in screaming mode.
Play
I-
us out
I-
with the trailer.
I need something to be happy about. Can you please
I need
Okay.
anything. Please.
play the
You
trailer
want-
again for chat?
I'm begging.
And that is our new show that is starting in a month. It has been wonderful to see you all. Follow the stream and you will see it along with everything else. Goodbye, everyone. We got to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Series
All through the night they scrap and fight, blood boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Fight with shadows, until pound. Oh, what they want is what they get. Once they got their sights set, they never, never quit. It's the rise. it's